Hey, welcome to Choo. My name is Jacob, and today I'm going to show you what to do when possums destroy your fucking apple tree. Yes, there is a drink for every occasion, even that one. So when I first got this joint, I found this huge apple tree, and this year's been a bit shit, but most years it puts out tons of fruit. The problem is, fucking possums love them. They take one bite out of every single piece of fruit, which then the fruit rots or it falls down or they knock it down. So I don't actually know what the ripe apples look like. Pretty sure this is the only untouched apple. Hopefully, we'll see what that is. But I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to turn it into this. So like I said, possums eat most of my apples. They take one bite, the apples fall down, or they knock them off the trees. Anyway, I end up with a lot of unripened apples. And when apples are unripened, they're kind of powdery, kind of tart. They're not very sweet. Now, I know I could do a hard prune on the apple tree. I mean, that tree has got to be years old. It's 20 meters tall. I could net it, etc., etc. It's on the list, but really I've got more pressing things to do. But I'm not going to waste all that fruit. So what I do is I grab the apples, pick them up off the ground, pull them off the tree, even if they got bites taken out of them or got possum shit all over it. Probably I would throw away the ones that are covered in poo. Give them a wash. Boil them up, you'll see the footage here. So what I do is I stew them essentially. So give them a good scrub, boil them, and boiling will get rid of all the bugs and any nasties, worms, or anything that's in there, any rot, any bacteria, unwanted things that you don't want in your brew. Stewing them also brings out a lot of that sugar. It also breaks down the fruit, making the sugar more available to the yeast that we're going to throw in there. So this really gives you access. Now, these green apples, essentially they have 10%, 10 grams of sugar per 100 grams. So about 10% sugar. I've done about 4 kilos. So you're looking at almost half a kilo of sugar on top of whatever sugar I use. Now, typically I would use far more sugar when making a cider because I want to maximize that yeast, really push that ABV up. Then I will proof it down a little bit if I want something more session-like, such as this, and then back-sweeten. I just like to max it out, then I can really get the most out of my homebrew. But in this particular instance, I use far less sugar, and if my calculations are correct, this is probably sitting around 5 or 6%. So it's still quite strong for a session drink, I suppose, but it's nowhere near as strong as a wine. So instead of wasting it, I thought, let's fucking make some booze out of it instead. Why waste the fruit just because the possums are being a bunch of cunts? Oh, I shouldn't say that word. I'll bleep it. Once you've got yourself something session like this, you could carbonate it if you had the equipment to do so. I like to add botanicals to it afterwards, not during the fermentation. Keep it fresh. Fresh mints, you could squeeze some lemon in there, that'd be delicious. Put it over ice. You got yourself a decent drink, and you've saved all that fruit that the possums have, well, almost destroyed. Yeah, you can definitely taste that sage. No, it's the chili honey. That is spicy. That is refreshing. It's really weird. Like I said, a secondary ferment is probably required, which is what I've done there. So I've just added some sugar to that. Because when you suck all the sugar out of your fruit, it's like eating a piece of fruit after you brush your teeth. You can't taste the sweetness because there isn't any sugar in it. It's converted all to alcohol. So you have to back sweeten if you want something a little bit less tart, I suppose, especially with very ripe apples. But do the right things, add some herbs, back sweeten with some honey. It's quite a nice, dry cider. And it's sitting around 6 or 7%. The second batch will probably be closer to 12% after the secondary ferment. Fuck it, that's good. That is a great way to fucking salvage what the fucking possums have fucked. And that's really nice with the chili honey. You can just back sweeten it with sugar if you want. You can do whatever you want. Possibilities are endless. All I'm trying to do here is show you that you don't have to waste fruit. You can turn anything into something delicious, something palatable. Find the right type of yeast that you like. Calculate your sugar correctly. Not everything has to be 400% alcohol. You can make it around 6 or 7 just by adjusting how much sugar you use. That being said,
your yeast will probably eat it all, so it will become quite bland or dry if you don't have enough sugar. So that's why you will want to back sweeten it, or add something else in there that's quite yummy as well, which is what I've done here. So I put a little bit of honey in there, so back sweetening, and then with those herbs in there that I've added, the peppermint and the sage, that really brings it out. That's quite nice. Plus the honey, and there's a little bit of chili in the honey as well, just to make it pop. Well, thanks for watching. Here's cheers. Fuck possums, even though they're not doing anything too particular. They don't know what they're doing is wrong, and they're super cute. I mean, look at this little guy. I don't know, he's just too adorable. Well, thanks for watching. Check out the homebrew section. I know I've done a lot of homebrew lately. There are some bigger, better videos coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But otherwise, here's cheers. It's good. It's good.
Tiny little beer, why I used to small, I have the greatest fear that I won't get drunk off you at all. But I have a sneaky plan concocted in my crackled mind. I will drink the dregs of this green apple wine, even though the ABV is lower than I usually drink. But now that the stuff is drunk, I think I should be fine. Green apple wine, where have you been all my life? I've been stuck this whole time with only tiny little pints. Green apple wine, you are truly divine. Not the best thing that I've made in my time, but you still find in my insides resides the wine combined with herbs and spice poured over ice design to make you feel great. Embrace the taste of possum waste. No, yuck. Even mangy possums can't stand the taste. No, that's fun. It's actually quite delicious. It's fucking shit. What am I doing?